Good afternoon, everyone. For those of you who may not know, tonight is our open house, our first open house of the year, so I can't think of a better day to say welcome to the College and Career Readiness Family Engagement Center at Bedford High School. A short time ago, maybe a couple of months, so those of you who were in this room, I think you can see the amazing transformation that took place. I think it's more than what was an empty classroom. I think now it's really become a facility that will hopefully get a tremendous amount of work and support and have students and families really take hold of this facility. Just to put maybe a little perspective on why we thought this was important. A lot of time when you think about education and the terminology behind education, a lot of it really centers around the school building. You have students that are in the building every day. You have teachers and the important work that takes place in classrooms here in the building, and the support services that go along with that as well, many of which come here to the building, are here in the building. And I think an important key element in the success of a student's education is family, parents, guardians, the concept of a family. And sometimes it's very difficult to bring that concept to school. And I think the vision behind this room really tries to bridge that gap between what is important in terms of school and education and makes that connection to families. And I think what will take place in this room will be a benefit for all of our students. So I would like to thank, a tremendous amount of work went into getting this to this point. A lot of time and energy, a lot of support from our coalition members for what you have done and will do. I can't thank you enough on behalf of myself, the administration, but most importantly our students. So thank you for all your time, efforts, and all the work that has gone into and will continue to go into this one. Thank you for that. I would like to offer a couple of special thank yous. We do have Mayor Mitchell here. I thank you for your time and being here today. Our superintendent, Mike Shea, for being here. We have school committee members that took time out to be here. Dr. Fletcher, Dr. Finnerty, I know you're here as well, so thank you, as well as other members of district personnel and everyone here from our staff as well. One more special thank you, a couple of people who put a tremendous amount of work into making this vision be executed, and that's Dr. Marks. Thank you for all of your time and effort. Lynn McGurk and Holly Nielsen, three people who put a lot of time and energy into making this room work. So thank you. I think you heard enough from me, so at this time I'd like to ask Mayor Mitchell if you'd like to say a few words.
Great, thanks, Andy. I was really excited to participate in this. So don't take my being late the wrong way. I really strive to be the reasonably on-time mayor. This is exactly what we need to be doing as a school system. Our parents, all of them, and you know this from your work, really want the best for their kids. Not all of them are able to deliver on that, but they all do want the best, and they need our help to make that happen. And what this does, what this program does in my mind, is it gives parents the tools they need to put their kids in a position to succeed. In the long run, it'll be up to the kids and then secondarily the parents, but the kids themselves as to whether they'll succeed in the long run. But what we need to do is level that playing field and give everybody a shot and leave it to them to make their way in the world. This gives everybody a shot. This gives everybody a position, a possibility of success. And you know, there's so many parents in our community who just don't know how to put the pieces together, and that's who don't know how to navigate a college application process, who don't know how to get their kids on a career track. And one of the things that distinguishes urban high schools from, you know, the wealthy suburban high schools, say in the Boston area, is that the parents in those systems know how to navigate the system. What we're doing here is making sure that our parents can do that too. And so This is in sync with a lot of the other efforts that you guys are undertaking, that we're undertaking as a school committee. You'll note that last week we thought it was important enough to build into the new teacher's contract a real upgrade in AP programming here at the high school, so that kids are putting on a better footing when it comes to college applications. I think, at the end, within a couple of years, we're going to be able to stand up all together and tell people with great credibility that if you live in southeastern Massachusetts, the best place to go to high school, if you want your kid to go to a great college and get on a great career track, is New Bedford High. That's what I firmly believe. We need to continue to direct our efforts, and this Career Center is a big step along the way. So I want to echo Andy's thoughts. Thanks to Andy for his leadership on this, to Carrie, to Holly, to Sue Ann, to Lynn, to Jane, for putting in, and for many others, too many others, putting in the time it took to make this happen. Now the question is execution. Let's make sure the follow through happens. Let's do the little extra it takes to reach out to parents, to get them plugged in, so their kids get plugged in, and so they can really make the most of their potential. So and once we're able to do that, then we can really consider ourselves a success. So thank you for pitching in. Thank you for making this happen. Let's get through it.
Thank you, Mayor Mitchell. At this point, I'd ask our superintendent, Mike Shea, if you'd like to say a few words.
Well, thank you. Again, I want to say thank you to everyone. It's awful hard because I did write his speech, by the way, so everything he said came from me. No, I think this is outstanding. Since I've been here in the last 5 months, all I have seen is people stepping up to the plate and moving forward. This is one of the examples that I see. We have a long ways to go to meet that mark of being the best school in the area, being the best school in Massachusetts. But as long as we have everyone in this room, everyone listening out there, to get involved in their schools, to get involved in this engagement center, I think we can make it. I'm looking forward to the rest of the year, because I think we're going to have some great opportunities to show what New Bedford's all about. And I want to say thank you to Andy for his leadership. I've had the opportunity to meet with Andy a number of times, and I think this school is on its way. It's moving forward, and this is just one example of many that the New Bedford High School is doing that is going to set the tone for the future. Thank you.
I think at this point, we'll take one more step towards helping New Bedford High School be future ready, and we'll officially cut the ribbon.
I would like to welcome you to the Family Engagement Center. It's a college and career readiness family engagement center at New Bedford High School whose purpose is to create a welcoming and culturally responsive environment for all our families. The center can be accessed any day, 5 days a week. We have a bilingual person who's here full time, and we also have college and career readiness collaborator staff who'll be here. Talent Search, Gear Up, Upward Bound are some of our members. We also have members of our own guidance staff that will be here to answer parents' questions. The phone number here is 508-997-4511, extension 2209.
Want to watch your local access shows on demand? It's easy. Just go to www.nbcablenetwork.com. Place your cursor over either the Channel 17 or 18 tab and click on Program Schedule. Here, you'll find a calendar and a list of shows for that day. You can watch any show that says View next to it by clicking on the word View. It's just that simple. Now you can watch any of those shows at your convenience. You can also watch whatever is currently playing on the air by clicking Watch Live at the top of the page. And best of all, our shows can be viewed from anywhere in the world. New Bedford Cable Network, bringing you original programming and keeping you informed about local government, educational, and public endeavors.